Hello everyone, I am Varun Gupta and you are watching Natural English Verbal Ability Capsule 25. A capsule which is full of natural English words, phrases, clauses, collocations, idioms, constructions, expressions so that your English is not only enriched but also more fluent, more natural. Politicians are predicting an upturn in the economy, but I am not taking their word for it. Weighing everything up, the outlook is far less promising. Now, the first interesting word here is upturn. Upturn basically is an improvement or upward trend, especially in economic conditions or someone's fortunes. When things are becoming better economically, financially, so there is an upturn. Now, this word has definitely come from graphical expression. Suppose something is going like this, it takes an upturn. So this is an upturn. Upturn takes place when suddenly you have got an improvement or upward trend visible. They do not expect an upturn in the economy until the end of the year. That means till the year ends there is no expectation of any upturn. So after the end of the year there may be some possible upturn, but presently they do not expect any growth or any positive trend in the economy. Experts have forecast an upturn in the stock market. Experts, the people who know a lot, they have forecast, they have predicted, they have said about future that stock market is going to grow up, it will go up, there will be an upturn. Taking their word. Now the phrase basically is to take one's word, to believe someone, to trust someone, to take his words as right. Take my word for it. This boy is going to have a bright future. Going to have, will have a bright future, a very good future. So this boy will have a bright future. The future of this boy is very bright. Take my word for it. Believe me. This boy is going to have a bright future. I haven't seen his work. I have not been able to see what he has done. But I'll take his word for it that it is finished. But I'll believe him that the work has been over. I have not seen the work, but as he says and as I trust him, the work probably has been over. The outlook. Outlook basically is a person's point of view or general attitude to life. It's also about your opinion about future. What do you expect future to be? That's also your outlook. The business outlook for next year is favorable. This year it has gone down, but next year it is expected to be favorable. It's expected to grow faster. This is the present outlook of business. This is the general point of view about business. He had a practical outlook on life. On life, his attitude, his point of view, his general attitude was very, very practical. He was not theoretical, he was not dogmatic, he was very practical, very much pragmatic about life. Now let's look at the complete sentence. Politicians are predicting an upturn in the economy. The politicians are giving a forecast that economy is going to go up. But I am not taking their word for it. But I am not believing them. Weighing everything up, if you analyze everything and compare everything, then the outlook is far less promising. The overall expectation is much less promising. It is less positive. It is not so much positive. We cannot believe that it is going to be upturn very soon. If we analyze everything, we can't say that an upturn is going to come very soon. You tend to run on a lot in your compositions and your style is too cumbersome. Try to cut down on the words you use and then your message will come over much more effectively. So run on basically means when you continue without stopping, go on longer than is expected. The war could run on for another year yet. The war could continue without stopping for one more year. The pandemic, the disease going on throughout the world is expected to run on at least till end of 2021. 1 more year the pandemic is expected to continue. It will take at least 1 more year for the entire population to be vaccinated, and therefore we expect that this pandemic will continue for 1 more year. Cumbersome. Cumbersome basically means large, heavy, and therefore difficult to carry or use. When something is very large, very heavy, we can't use it possibly easily, then it is cumbersome. They are making efforts to streamline their normally cumbersome bureaucracy. What is bureaucracy? The entire system of governance. The government officials, they are known as bureaucrats. Streamline, that means to make more effective, to make less cumbersome. When you eliminate unnecessary elements, then you are trying to streamline the entire system. So they are making efforts they are trying to make it more effective. What normally is a cumbersome bureaucracy. The bureaucracy is very large, very heavy, and very difficult to get work through, and therefore they are trying to streamline it. The organization has promised to eliminate cumbersome and unnecessary bureaucracy. Now the organization has got a lot of heavy bureaucracy, unnecessary officials. The system of governance is very, very heavy and cumbersome, and therefore they have promised to eliminate, they have promised to remove it, they have promised to stop it. They have promised that we shall cut down on all bureaucracy and make systems very, very effective. Cut down on. To cut down on means to do or use less of something. For example, you should cut down on your tea, you should consume less tea. Most schools are extremely unwilling to cut down on staff in order to cut costs. Costs need to be cut, definitely, but schools are not willing, extremely unwilling, totally not interested to use less staff. They are not willing to remove teachers because teachers are very, very important. We are trying to cut down on the amount of paperwork involved. Paperwork involved. When something is requiring a lot of paperwork, that means you need to prepare documents, you need to fill up forms. So all this paperwork, their quantum is going to be cut down. We are trying to make it less. We are trying to make it direct, more effective, and having less paperwork. Come over. When your message will begin to be effective, then it is coming over nicely. Did his speech come over? Did his speech begin to be effective? Did his speech create an impact? Like that. He felt a wonderful warm feeling come over him. He felt that a very good positive feeling is coming over him. This feeling is controlling him. This feeling is affecting him. This feeling is influencing him. He felt so. The complete sentence, dear friends. You tend to run on a lot in your compositions. It is your tendency, it is your habit that you keep on using a lot of words in your compositions. Whatever you write, poems, essays, articles, you use more words than necessary, and your style is too cumbersome, and you use a very large and heavy style which is not necessary. You use heavy words, long sentences, and it makes the all composition less effective. Try to cut down on the words you use less words, and then your message will come over much more effectively, and it will make your message coming out having an effect which is much more effective. If you use less words, then your message will create more impact. The impact will be much more effective. This is what the author is saying. So here it's a very good advice for all those who are going to write VAT, writing ability test, that you should write direct, simple, effective English. You should not use cumbersome and long compositions. He somewhat cockily makes out that they are quite well off, but I happen to know they have got through all their savings and are struggling to make both ends meet. He somewhat cockily basically means informally, in a bold and brash manner. Brash is overconfident manner. When you are insulting others because you are very confident, so you are brash. That is a cockily style. Band of ill-matched climbers embarks on a risky ascent, cockily certain that they can weather any storm. Band of ill-matched climbers. There are many climbers who are going to climb and they do not have a proper match. The combination is not good. So they have created a band, a group. And this group starts, embark on means you start a risky ascent. The way upwards is ascent. So this is a risky ascent. But they are cockily certain. Informally, they are very boldly confident. They can weather any storm, that we can handle any storm, we can face any situation. So author or speaker here is really afraid about their results. The author believes that not only the climbers are ill-matched, but the ascent is also risky and they are certain of having success. So this is basically a very risky venture. Around that time, nearly at that time, he cockily said to the Times of India, in a very bold and brash manner, I just want to be able to purchase your media house. Oh my God. This person is telling media that I want to purchase your media house. So definitely it's a very cocky statement, a very informal, bold, brash statement. Make out has got many meanings, but here the meaning is to pretend, to create a false impression. You create an impression which is not real. Then you are making out. It's stupid to make out before a chartered accountant. You should not pretend before your CA. He has enough information to guess the real picture. Because your accounts, your documents are with him, he can very easily judge what is the real picture. What they make out is meaningless in the present context. What they make out, whatever are they trying to create an impression about, is meaningless in the present context. Everybody is knowing about economy and therefore whatever you create or pretend is not important. Well off. Well off basically means wealthy. When you are in a favorable situation, you are wealthy, you are well off. How well off you are in old age is largely determined by your saving and investment habits. Now please note, the sentence does not tell you about earning. It simply tells you about saving and investment habits. You may earn a lot, but if you don't have saving habits, then you will not be well off in your old age. In your old age, in the retired age, when you need to work with your savings, how well off you are, it depends on your saving habits and your investment habits. So was your father's side more well off? Now everybody has two sides, father's side and mother's side. So was your father's side more well off? So question asks that is it a fact that your father's side had more money, they were much more wealthy than your mother's side, like that. Got through, again it has got many meanings. Over here get through means to finish or use up something. You had a large amount or number of something, but you finished it, especially within a short time, so you have got through it. We get through an unbelievable amount of food each week. Every week we finish or we consume or we use an unbelievable amount of food. We consume a lot of food. You can't even imagine how much we consume. I've got a load of work. A lot of workload to get through before tomorrow, and I need to finish all this work before tomorrow. So tonight I am not going to sleep. I am going to work whole night. To make both ends meet. Now please understand, both may be used and may be avoided. To make ends meet is also same as to make both ends meet. They both mean the same thing, to earn just enough money to live on. When you are just earning enough to survive, to be able to eat 2 times in a day, then you are making both ends meet. I find it impossible to make ends meet on my small salary. I have a very small salary and it is impossible for me to survive. I can't survive. I can't eat 2 times in this money. She scarcely earns enough money to make both ends meet. Scarcely, hardly, with a great difficulty, earns enough money. She hardly earns money enough to eat 2 times. She can't make both ends meet. So both these sentences basically are complaining about small salaries, and therefore students, learn a lot, study a lot, work a lot so that you can have a good career. The whole sentence, he somewhat cockily makes out that they are quite well off. Informally, in a bold manner, in a brash manner, somewhat up to some extent, he creates an impression, false impression, that they are quite well off, that they have sufficient money, they are wealthy. But I happen to know, but I know, I get to know, they have got through all their savings, they have finished all their savings and are struggling to make both ends meet, and presently they are finding it difficult to be able to survive. It's very difficult for them to consume food 2 times because they have finished all their savings, and therefore whatever they make out, whatever they create that they are well off or wealthy is meaningless. I know personally that they have no savings left, and therefore they are having a big difficult time. Thank you, dear friends. Keep on watching, keep on making notes, and keep on getting success in life. Thank you. All the best. Enjoy.